Hello everybody, I'm Moldy, and this is Valheim once again. And today I plan on finding me a swamp. That's where I need to be. So I'm gonna jump into this portal and hop in the boat that I left over there, and it's probably a good thing that I left the boat here too, because if I didn't, it would probably take a lot longer to reach a swamp. Now, I don't know exactly where I would find a swamp, but this location is probably closer to one than my home base is. So, this is where we will pick up. All I can do is sail around blindly and then start hoping that I just happen upon a swamp. I can just sail around the rim of islands, and I don't gotta worry about getting killed either, unless I happen across a very angry sea serpent. That is a very real threat that I need to watch out for. And that over there don't look nothing like no swamp. But we will know it when I see it. And okay, maybe I'll just not go that way. That is the way that I came to get here from. So I'll just probably skirt around the edge of this island, and hopefully there will be a swamp, and if not, then I'll check another island. And that is the way of finding the swamp, and once it's found, I'll be able to set up a portal in a nice, safe location. And then I can start looking for some iron. And now that I think about it, raw material like scrap iron and the ingots that I make out of it cannot be taken through a portal. So my choices would be either harvest a shitload of it, load it all into the boat, and then sail it back home, which would take forever, or set up a secondary base near the swamp where I can harvest and process iron and make it into equipment there. And I believe I see an island over this way, so maybe we can check that out before we sail around the rim of this one. This might be a better idea than checking that island, because there's probably not a swamp on it anywhere. Starting to think that ain't no swamp. And now the wind is blowing against me. Fantastic. Now I'm stuck here just paddling. God damn ye wind gods. All I want is to be able to sail in the direction I damn well please, and you're up in here like, yeah, you see that guy? Fuck him. Send the wind in the opposite direction. And that reminds me of something that I seen on the internet before. It was talking about some guy who was struck by lightning like 3 or 4 times throughout the course of his life, and then after he died, his grave was struck by lightning, and then underneath it there's just like a Renaissance painting of God looking down, and it just says, "Fuck that guy." And I found that to be hilarious. God damn, traveling in this game is so time-consuming. I remember back when I was playing this on my own, it took me like 20 minutes to sail from the swamp back to my base with a load of iron, only to have to sail back and forth again because the iron I had just wasn't enough. God damn, god damn. Now, if I had some manner of manipulating the direction of the wind, it would actually be able to sail around a lot faster. That's a rock. We hit a rock, Captain. Captain me. The rocks are everywhere, and now the wind is turning in a direction I don't want it to turn in. I want to sail this way, but nope, the wind says no. So perhaps I'll go this way then. Whichever way the wind will allow me to go, that doesn't send me right back to where I was, because that's exactly where the wind wants me to go, because the wind is a fucking asshole! Well, look at this tiny little island. Maybe I'll find something on there. I mean, it's worth investigating, and I don't see the possibility of having a lot of enemies sitting there on that little bastard of an island. But it could be dangerous. Must be ready for anything. So, might as well check it out. And we're on him. So what's this thing? Abyssal barnacle. Perhaps I hit it with a pickaxe. Whack. Smack. Bash. And I got some chitin. So I can make an abyssal razor and a harpoon. That's neat. Pretty neat. Guess I'll just keep gathering this. I don't think the island likes what I'm doing here. Don't worry, island. I'm freeing you from the scourge of barnacles. You'll be fine. Don't worry. Whack. Smack. Crackety smash. Now let me just grab these over here. Yep. Standing on this shaking thing is probably not a very good idea. Hey! How'd you go and miss like that? This bitch is sinking. Abandoned island! It's going down! Well, how about that? I just sank a goddamn island. Now, is that something you can say you did? I think not. Now, where's the damn ladder on this thing? There it is. Now we can get back to sailing the ocean blue. Just like good old Christopher Columbus, who decided to be a huge raging asshole. Enslaving people like he did. Being fucking Columbus. Besides, Vikings made it to America long before that fucking dick nugget did. What makes him so special? The fact that he wrote it down. Plains? I'm in the plains? In the middle of the ocean? That doesn't sound right. That doesn't look like plains over there. In fact, that looks like the Black Forest. So, why are you telling me I'm in the plains? God, I certainly hope it doesn't start spawning enemies from the plains here. Because I distinctly remember there being some very annoying enemies. Okay, that looks like plains over there. That big monolithic stone sticking out of the ground. Let's not go anywhere near that. Like I was saying before my thought was interrupted, there are enemies in the plains called death skeetos. They are bugs. They are incredibly fast, and at this point they can very much kill me with one shot. They're fast. They just swoop in and attack when you least expect it. But they do drop needles, which can be used to make some very, very good arrows, but it is not worth the risk right now. So, not going in that direction anymore. I will just sail along the edge of here And hopefully I will come across a swamp sometime in the near future. Because if I don't come to a swamp and I'm stuck here in this tiny sliver of plains, I may be attacked by those death skeetos, and then I'll end up horrifically dead very quickly. They ain't called death skeetos for nothing. And my god, are they annoying. I remember playing through this on my own about a year ago, and those things were so damn annoying. And they were everywhere. But on the upside, I had a very plentiful supply of really good arrows. And on the downside, I don't feel rested anymore. That's good, that's great, and now I'm in the Black Forest. Which means if I just happen to be attacked by enemies while I'm out here on the boat, it'll be something I'm actually able to handle. That looks swampy to me. That is indeed a swamp right over there. I can tell because it's got those crazy ass swamp trees. And I'm hitting rocks. That'll do wonders for the hull integrity. So, okay, yeah. I think this is as good a spot as any to dock the boat. And then I'll get myself a portal set up. Of course, I'll need to be careful about any potential threats like that gray dwarf over there. But we are in a good position. And let me get my stuff out. I'll go deal with you so I can chop down a couple of trees and get some regular ass wood so that I can put together a crafting table, because it's fucking bullshit that I'm not allowed to build anything without one of those just sitting there 2 feet from me. Now, there we go. Get me enough wood by slaughtering the bushes. Damnable bushes. Sitting there being all bush. Not quite good enough to be a tree. So they take out their anger in the form of a bush. Now, I ain't got enough goddamn wood. We will have to fix that. Now, oh boy, gray dwarf assholes, and skeletons on top of that. Now, there we go. That problem's solved. We'll get the workbench set up, and then I'll be able to put up a portal, and then I'll just put you right here. Go the fuck away, you boaty bastards! I'm trying to do something, and I absolutely hate being interrupted. That is one of the few things that pisses me off beyond all belief. Okay, so I think I got this portal backwards. I want the front to be right here. And this one is swimp. There we go. There we go. We got the swimp portal. A fast way between here and home. I have done good. Good has been done. And I probably could stand to put up some defenses around this thing, but hey, it worked out fine for the portal over by the Elder. So maybe it'll work out fine here for all the fuck I know. Let me the fuck in the goddamn door. And you are still fermenting. Well, how about that? I found a swamp before my poison juice was done. All I need is a quick little nap, and then maybe I'll have some stuff in the morning. A boat carved from dark wood, beneath ragged sails you lie with your arms folded across your chest, blurred faces, oh, meh. Why did you wake up so fast? I was having a dream that I didn't get to read all of. And you're still fermenting. Not quite fermented enough, it would seem. And now, what about that stuff and things I was able to make out of the chitin? Abyssal razor, a knife from the deep, and I also got the harpoon, the abyssal harpoon, the ocean's wrath, and I didn't get enough chitin to make it. I'm only too short. God damn. Well, that's gonna be a pain in the ass now, isn't it? Now let's get on over to that swimp. And before I leave the vicinity of my workbench, fix that thing up. And look at that. We got swamp creatures already. Leeches. I'm not even in the swamp yet. Blood bag. I can make them some more mead. Frost resistance. That'll be useful when I go for the goddamn mountains. Which will be done after I go to take care of bone mass. And don't go in the goddamn water. Now you, come on, leechy boy, you big 2-star bitch. And you fucking pushed me into the goddamn water. You ain't supposed to do that. Now give me your blood bags. I want those. They are things that I will use for my own nefarious purposes, and this poison's going to kill me, isn't it? Let's die at home. That would be a good thing to do. I die on my own turf. Hey, the poison wore off before I died. Hallelujah. Now then, maybe my poison juice is done? Nope. Anywho, now you see the importance of having poison resistance mead. Having that there renders you immune to getting poisoned, and also reduces the damage you take from the poison you already have. Or at least I think that's the way it works. Maybe it doesn't do shit to the poison you already have, but if you drink it before you get poisoned, then the poison that you do get poisoned with only lasts a couple of seconds and barely does anything. Which makes the boss of the swamp, Mr. Bone Mass, a lot more manageable. So now, here we go. This is a swampy place here with these crazy ass trees. And hey, look at that, there's a crypt right there. But of course we gotta watch out for Draugr. And of course more of those leeches that are only allowed to be in the water. Now come on, Draugr boy, hit me. That's what you get for trying to hit me, you big stupid. You get slain. And I distinctly remember being able to use the entrails to make sausages. Them sausages were good. All you needed were entrails, thistle, and some raw meat. Of course, that was in an older version of the game. Back in that version, there was no distinction between deer meat and boar meat. So, okay, want to make sure I'm absolutely safe before I go doing one of these. I want to mark you as a crypt. There we go. Alright, so now we can step on into these sunken crypts. This is where we find scrap iron. By digging in this thing, a muddy scrap pile. But of course, we gotta watch out for things like this. Come on, shit stain. I'm ready to cut ya up real good. Alright, I don't see any spawner for them. But let's just be absolutely... Oh, how about that? Bone mass, you are way to the south. So, you're... Ooh, withered bone. I forget what I need that for. No, wait, I remember. That's what you use to summon bone mass. Yeah, you get a bunch of those, you throw them into a big-ass skull with some green bubbly goop in its mouth. And then bone mass appears to try to drown you in a sea of his own body, because he's all gooey and gross and poisonous. That toxic bastard. Now, let's just deal with this nasty ass sound as we dig through this thing and pick up some scrap iron. And apparently it also drops leather scraps. And then we'll be able to get into this next chamber with a blob and Draugr. That's fun, that's great, fantastic, I have been shot. And that blob got the blobby hops. And of course the blob is capable of poisoning you, so that would be a major problem. And speak of the devil, I'm poisoned, give me that. Nope, I died. I tried to heal away the poisoned pain, but I died before it could take effect. Grab a little emergency food. There we go. And with that, I should have enough health and stamina to reach my shit before I get cut down oh so mercilessly again. And if my fucking poison-resisty juice were ready, then that would not have happened. 99.99.0 minus 2% of your deaths in the swamp will be the direct result of poison and not from receiving damage the traditional way. I mean, of course, by having your face stomped in by an angry old ogre. Because there aren't any angry old ogres. There's just leeches and dead men walking around. But either way, I'm back in here, and I'm not being followed. So that means I can take my shit back and let me up here. There we go. Nice and safe. Right where I belong. And then we will get back into the swing of things. Alright, so I can eat some of that good food. And, where's the damn blob? There you are. Come on, you bitch. I want you to die. I desire vengeance. But of course, it'll be kinda hard to get if you ain't gonna come through there, so there we go. I've opened the way. I've popped the cork on that bitch. So come and get me, blobby boy. You ain't the blobby boy that I wanted. You get out of here, Deadman. Come on, blob. Do stuff. Look at you, spouting your poison gases all over the place. And now you're dead. He just had to break that fucking torch, which means now I can't see anything in there. Now let's destroy the body pile before any more Draugr pop out of it. And we got ourselves a nice load of iron in here. And that's pretty much how the fucking the swamp works in the crypts. And I ain't got a lot of carrying room here for all that iron, now do I? And besides, I can't teleport it back with me. That would just be too easy. So I'm probably just gonna play around here off camera, gather up a shitload of iron, get it back home, and get started on my iron equipment. And then we'll pick it up from there. And I just heard more sounds. And I want to be nice and safe before I go doing anything else. The safeness is what I need. And the safeness I shall receive. Okay, we're well on our way out of the swamp. We're in the Black Forest. Everything's going to be fine and dandy if I would just get some goddamn stamina back. There, now I can get over that stupid fucking stump. Now then, we are good, we are safe. The only danger is gray dwarfs and they are nothing. I can kill the shit out of them, but before I can teleport back, I'm going to need to set up a chest here so I can put away my goddamn iron since I can't go portaling with it. There. That's what we'll do. So while I'm off camera, I'll go back in there and gather up all the iron I can carry, stow it all in that chest, and then once I've got 4 full stacks, because the storage on the boat only has 4 slots, I'll cram it all into the boat and sail it back home. That's what I'm gonna do, and we'll be starting the next episode with some iron equipment. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching. See you in the next one. Bye!